Good evening, and welcome to Stories for Sleep. I'm Simon, your host for the night. As you settle in, take a deep breath and let your worries drift away. Tonight's tale takes us on a journey beyond our world, to the breathtaking expanse of space. Before we begin tonight's sleep story, let's take a few moments to prepare for a restful slumber. Take a deep breath and exhale, releasing any tension in your body. Find a comfortable position in your bed and allow yourself to sink into it. As we journey through space, the stars twinkle like diamonds in the inky blackness. You can see the curvature of the Earth far below, a stunning blue and green marble suspended in the void. The darkness of space is punctuated by the glowing lights of galaxies and nebulae, a cosmic tapestry woven with celestial wonder. As you listen to this story, allow your mind to wander through the vastness of space. Let the serenity of the stars and the majesty of the universe lull you into a deep, restful sleep. Close your eyes and let yourself drift off into the tranquility of space. Close your eyes and imagine that you are an astronaut on board the International Space Station, floating in zero gravity with a sense of weightlessness. You take a deep breath and feel the cool, crisp air of the space station fill your lungs. As you make your way towards the window of the International Space Station, you feel your heart beating faster in your chest. You've been waiting for this moment for months, and the anticipation has been building inside you like a pressure cooker. You pause for a moment, taking a deep breath and trying to calm your racing thoughts. Your eyes are drawn to the window, and you feel a flutter of excitement in your chest. This is it. This is the moment you've been waiting for. You lean forward, your nose almost touching the thick glass, and peer out at the world below. At first, it's just a blur of colors and shapes, but as your eyes adjust, you begin to make out the contours of the Earth. Your breath catches in your throat as you take in the breathtaking view before you. It's like nothing you've ever seen before, and you feel as though you're looking at a completely different world. As you gaze out the window of the International Space Station, the first thing that catches your eye is the breathtaking blue of the oceans below. It's a stunning shade of blue that seems to stretch out as far as the eye can see, an endless expanse of water that covers over 70% of the Earth's surface. The blue is so deep and rich that it almost seems to have a life of its own, moving and shifting in the light. It's as if you can see the currents and tides of the oceans in motion, the water flowing and ebbing like a living, breathing organism. You can see the different shades of blue in the water, ranging from a bright turquoise near the coasts to a dark navy blue in the deep ocean. It's a mesmerizing sight, and you can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder at the sheer vastness of the ocean below. As you continue to gaze out at the ocean, you can see the sunlight reflecting off the surface of the water, creating shimmering patterns that seem to dance across the waves. It's a beautiful sight, and you can't help but feel a sense of calm and serenity wash over you as you take it all in. You can almost feel the cool, salty breeze of the ocean on your face, and for a moment, it's as if you're right there, floating on the surface of the water. The ocean seems to have a kind of hypnotic effect, drawing you in and holding you in its spell. As you continue to gaze out the window of the International Space Station, your eyes are drawn to the white clouds that seem to stretch out as far as the eye can see. They're like giant cotton balls suspended in the sky, each one unique in shape and size. As you watch, the clouds begin to swirl around each other like a hypnotic dance. They seem to take on a life of their own, moving and changing shape with each passing moment. It's a mesmerizing sight, and you can't help but feel as though you're watching a kind of cosmic ballet play out before your eyes. The white of the clouds is so bright and pure that it seems almost otherworldly, a stark contrast to the deep blue of the ocean below. It's as if the clouds are floating in a separate world altogether, one that's untouched by the chaos and noise of the world below. You can see the different shapes and formations of the clouds, from fluffy cumulus clouds to long, wispy cirrus clouds that stretch out like thin ribbons across the sky. They seem to move in slow motion, almost as if they're conscious beings that are aware of your presence. As you continue to watch the clouds, you begin to feel a sense of calm and peace wash over you. The hypnotic dance of the clouds seems to have a meditative effect, slowing down your thoughts and allowing you to focus on the present moment. You take a deep breath, trying to take in every detail, every movement of the clouds before you. It's a moment that you know you'll never forget, a memory that will stay with you for the rest of your life. You can't help but feel awestruck by the sheer size and complexity of the planet below. The continents seem to stretch out as far as the eye can see, each one a unique piece of the puzzle that makes up our world. From this vantage point, you can see the different colors of the land, each one a vibrant and distinct shade. The lush green of the forests is a stark contrast to the sandy browns of the deserts, and the snow-capped peaks of the mountains are a brilliant white against the darker hues of the earth below. It's as if you're looking down at a giant tapestry woven together by the hands of Mother Nature herself. The shapes and patterns of the continents are intricate and complex, almost like a work of art that's been crafted over millions of years. As you continue to observe, you can see the different geological formations that make up the land. The rolling hills and valleys, the winding rivers and streams, and the rocky cliffs and canyons are all visible from this vantage point. It's a reminder of the incredible power and beauty of nature and how everything on this planet is interconnected and dependent on each other. The continents seem to fit together like the pieces of a puzzle, a cohesive and intricate whole that's both mesmerizing and awe-inspiring. You can see the shapes of the land and the way they curve and twist around each other, almost like a dance that's been choreographed by the forces of nature. As you focus on the mountains, you can't help but be amazed by their sheer size and majesty. From this vantage point, they seem to rise up towards the sky like immense white-tipped teeth. Each peak stands out against the darker hues of the earth below, casting shadows that stretch out across the landscape like giant fingers. The mountains seem to have a life of their own, almost as if they're breathing and pulsing with energy. You can see the way that the light plays across their rocky surfaces, casting shadows and highlights that dance and shift with each passing moment. It's as if they're alive, a part of the earth that's been shaped and molded by the forces of nature. As you continue to observe, you can see the different types of mountains and their unique features. Some are jagged and rocky, while others are smooth and rounded. Some are covered in snow and ice, while others are barren and dry. The shadows cast by the mountains create a sense of depth and texture that's both mesmerizing and awe-inspiring. You can see the way that they shape the landscape, creating valleys and gorges that wind their way through the earth like intricate works of art. Despite their size and power, the mountains seem almost fragile from this perspective. They're a reminder of the delicate balance of nature and how even the most formidable and seemingly indestructible structures can be shaped and molded by the forces of time and change. It's as if you're witnessing a living, breathing organism, a complex and intricate system of interwoven elements that work together in perfect harmony. The clouds, in particular, are a source of endless fascination. They seem to have a life of their own, moving and shifting with the winds in a hypnotic dance. You can see the way that they cast shadows on the land below, creating a constantly changing mosaic of light and dark. As you continue to observe, you can see the way that the clouds change shape and color with each passing moment. They range from wispy, delicate forms that seem almost weightless to towering, thunderous masses that loom ominously in the sky. The movement of the clouds also reveals the incredible power of the planet's weather systems. You can see the way that they are shaped by the winds and the sun, creating the intricate patterns that we see from space. The mountains and the oceans are no less captivating. You can see the way that the sunlight shimmers on the surface of the water, creating a dazzling display of light and color. The waves seem to move with a rhythm all their own, rising and falling in an endless cycle. The mountains, too, are a source of endless wonder. You can see the way that they rise up from the earth, reaching towards the sky in a majestic display of power and beauty. The way that the light plays across their surfaces reveals the incredible details and textures that make up their rocky forms. As you continue to watch, you realize that the view from space is a reminder of the incredible complexity and beauty of the world we live in. It's a reminder that we are all connected, and that every element of the planet is a part of a larger system that works together in perfect harmony. As you close your eyes and let the mesmerizing view of the Earth from space fill your mind, you feel a sense of peace and wonder wash over you. As the sun begins to dip below the horizon, the colors of the Earth begin to shift and change, transforming from the bright, intense hues of daytime into a softer, more muted palette. The clouds are the first to catch the light, their wispy forms turning a warm, golden color. The sunlight dances across their edges, creating a stunning display of light and shadow. As the sun continues to sink lower in the sky, the colors intensify, casting a warm glow over the landscape below. The oceans are next to catch the light, their deep blue waters turning a brilliant shade of orange and pink. The waves catch the light, creating a shimmering, sparkling effect that's almost hypnotic to watch. You can see the way that the light fades as it penetrates the water, creating a soft, diffused glow. As the sun continues to sink lower in the sky, the mountains and continents below come alive with color. The rugged peaks of the mountains are bathed in a warm, golden light, while the forests and fields below are painted in shades of red, pink, and orange. It's as if the entire planet is bathed in a warm, rosy glow, a testament to the beauty and power of the natural world. As the sun sets and darkness falls over the Earth, the view from the International Space Station takes on a completely different character. The blue oceans and white clouds give way to a glittering display of light and color as cities and towns across the planet begin to come to life. At first, the lights are faint and scattered, like tiny diamonds scattered across the landscape. But as the minutes tick by, they begin to multiply and grow in intensity until they stretch out before you like a vast tapestry of light. Each pinprick of light represents a person, a family, a community going about their daily lives. Some of these lights are clustered together in the bustling metropolises of the world's largest cities, while others are scattered across the rural countryside, far from the hustle and bustle of urban life. You can see the glow of streetlights, the flicker of candles in windows, the neon signs of businesses and shops. You can even pick out the bright lights of airports and transportation hubs, where people are coming and going from all corners of the globe. As you watch the lights below, you can't help but feel a sense of wonder and awe at the sheer scale of human activity taking place down on the planet. It's humbling to think that there are billions of people living out their lives down there, each with their own hopes, dreams, and fears. But as you gaze down from your perch high above, it's also a reminder that no matter how big or small we may feel, we are all part of a vast and interconnected web of life on this tiny blue planet spinning through space. The lights of the cities and towns below you are like beacons of humanity, shining out into the darkness of space. From up here, it's easy to forget about the divisions and conflicts that so often dominate the headlines. Instead, you are reminded of our shared humanity, the fact that we all call this planet our home, and that we are all in this together. As you continue to watch, you can't help but feel a sense of peace and tranquility wash over you. The silence of space is broken only by the gentle hum of the space station's engines and the distant chatter of your fellow astronauts. It's a welcome break from the noise and chaos of everyday life on Earth. You take a deep breath, closing your eyes for a moment as you try to take it all in. When you open them again, the view below you is just as awe-inspiring as ever. You could spend hours, days, even weeks gazing out at the ever-changing landscape below. As you continue to stare out of the window, you feel yourself becoming more and more immersed in the beauty and majesty of the planet before you. The sense of awe and wonder that you felt earlier has now been replaced by a deep sense of peace and tranquility. Looking at the Earth from above is like seeing it for the first time. You are struck by how small and fragile it appears in the vast expanse of space. Yet at the same time, you can't help but feel a sense of interconnectedness with everything that exists on the planet below. You realize that everything that happens on Earth, no matter how small, has an impact on the larger ecosystem of which we are all a part. The delicate balance of life on this planet is something that we must all work together to protect and preserve. As you continue to watch, the swirling clouds and shifting landscapes below you seem to take on a deeper meaning. They are a symbol of the constant change and evolution that defines life on this planet. And yet, despite all of the challenges that we face, the planet continues to thrive and adapt. You feel grateful for this moment, for the opportunity to witness the Earth from this unique vantage point. It's a reminder of the beauty and wonder that exists all around us, and the importance of taking care of this fragile home that we all share. As you drift off to sleep, you carry the image of the Earth from space with you, a reminder of the awe-inspiring beauty and wonder of our world. You can still see the swirling clouds, the blue oceans, the green forests, the sandy deserts, and the white-tipped mountains etched in your mind. You can still feel the warmth of the sun's rays and the coolness of the shadows cast by the clouds. The image of the twinkling lights of the cities at night is still vivid in your memory. You feel a sense of gratitude for this unique experience, one that only a handful of humans have ever had. You also feel a sense of responsibility to take care of this planet, to protect it and preserve it for future generations to come. As you drift deeper into sleep, the image of the Earth from space becomes a source of comfort and peace. It reminds you that even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty, there is still beauty and wonder in the world. You let go of your worries and anxieties and allow yourself to be fully present in this moment of stillness and tranquility. You feel yourself slipping into a state of deep relaxation, your mind and body becoming more and more peaceful with each passing moment. The sound of your breath becomes rhythmic and soothing, and you allow yourself to surrender to the calming sensation of rest. As you drift off to sleep, the image of the Earth from space continues to linger in your mind, filling you with a sense of awe and reverence. You feel a profound connection to the planet and a deep sense of responsibility to care for it in whatever way you can. You are grateful for this moment of stillness and reflection, and you know that when you awaken, you will carry this sense of peace and connection with you into the new day. With a sense of deep contentment, you allow yourself to surrender to sleep, knowing that the beauty and wonder of the Earth from space will continue to inspire and uplift you for days and weeks to come.